Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Before we get started, I just want to congratulate Jessica and Jeff for selling their house. Awesome. And Christine and Nick and Stuart and all the people that I've had a chance to meet recently. It's awesome to be a part of your life. So Dalhousie's the first one up, 345. Now, this is not the right home at all. I don't even know where this is because it doesn't even look like anything in Milton, really. It's probably a Mississauga home or something like that. But this is just not the right home. It's a three-story home. It's an end unit. It has no backyard. It's definitely not a double car garage. And so anyway, so this one's the same model that we profiled yesterday. But even yesterday's, if you remember, it was the one that was at 319. It was a little bit underlisted. That's the model this one is. So anyways, 345 would be on the high side of what's fair for those models. There was one that sold in competition for a little bit more than 340. But let's see what happens. Harwood is the next one. It's probably about 1,500 square feet. 4,099 is the price. You got some crown moldings here, a long front room, and then you have your kitchen that opens up to your family room in the back. It's actually a pretty nice floor plan. They don't make them anymore, and you've got a bit of a back deck there and no finished basement. Now, in the description, it says 2001 built. Now, so the home basically is getting on 11 years, and there's 20-year shingles on the roof. I can tell you that probably half of this neighborhood has already replaced the roof, or if they haven't, they're going to experience problems very soon. So be really careful. Watch the roof. Get a good inspector on a home like this. Unfortunately, there's things that that the builder put in, I guess, that aren't lasting as long as they should. So Wakefield 415, it's a little bit of a back split. Looks almost like a bungalow from the front. You're on a 60 by 106 foot lot. I would hope for a deeper lot for this price. I mean, it's okay. I didn't see a shot of the kitchen in there, and possession date is November 2nd. Whenever we see a date on there, it definitely means that there's an important consideration for that time frame. So Hutchinson 430 is the next one. It's a semi-detached 1860 square feet. It's called a Townland model. And you've got tiles on the front, which I don't know everybody if they would be into it, but it's a different look. There's hardwood throughout the hallway. You almost wish that it would be sort of flipped, as there's slate tile here and then hardwood over there. It's a good sort of classic floor plan. Would it have made sense for these guys to maybe invest in a stainless steel stove? I mean, they're not that expensive, and I get that sometimes it's not always possible to do that, but I really think that that stove, unfortunately, as shallow as it sounds, it's probably going to affect some buyers' decisions, especially if you've got the dishwasher and the fridge already there. I think it's certainly a worthwhile investment to change the stove out. Is it functional? Absolutely, but you got to kind of tickle at people's emotions and their fancy a little bit when you're selling the home. Lots of nice work in the bedroom in terms of the accent wall, and good stuff. You know, you've got a tree in the backyard. 430 for this one. Usually the stuff that's selling up in this range for this model and the similar models, they tend to be having things like a bit of a finished basement or something like that. But I think they're not that far off. So Donovan is 439. Semi-detached, kind of the same thing as you've got a front living dining. This living is a little bit more narrow. You can't do much more than a little love seat right there. And yeah, kitchen, I mean, you can see the nice high 9-foot ceilings, which is definitely helping them compared to a lot of the Madame stuff out there. I don't know if it would be my pick if I had the budget of 439. Yates is at 473. Very aggressively priced home. I think that this we've seen this model sell for as much as 525 like recently in the last couple months, and this one obviously doesn't have all those features and upgrades that the other one has, but it still looks pretty decent, you know, for the price. What I've seen is that this lately it seems like the prices, the guys that are sort of priced aggressively are the ones that are getting offers. The rest of them have just kind of been sitting around, and it's really it's slowed down a little bit compared to I would say even 30 days ago. Gordon Heights, you can look at this one, 529. It's a finished basement. It's 3 bedrooms. I believe this is the model that has 1 living dining combined, and then you've got a kitchen with an eat-in. You have 3 bedrooms plus laundry upstairs, and then you also have a space down in the basement. let's see what happens. It's a little bit smaller than what I'd expect for this price. You look, you could get a couple hundred more square feet on the one we profiled yesterday at that just dropped their price to $519. So Hawthorne is at 430 or 539.9. Double car garage, 50 by 100-foot lot. And if you look at something like Gowland, for example, it's on a much deeper lot with a pool, but it doesn't look as nice as this one. Is it stupendously awesome? No, same thing. I probably would have changed the dishwasher for the price to do it. Yeah, I think they're going to get action. There's a lot of demand right now in Old Milton for double garage homes, 4 bedrooms, that sort of nice family type of home. Now it's only a 100-foot lot, which I think may affect the results, but you know, I think they're going to do well. It's just if there was a ton of these for sale, I don't know if this one would really stand out, but there's just not that much supply out there. Scott is a Fieldgate Chester model, it's about 2,400 square feet. And decent sized backyard. I like how they did the stairs coming down, because a lot of times you've got a deck out here and then it looks like you're really over top of your neighbors. Your neighbors can see. It's nice how they just said immediately, let's bring the stairs down. There's a front porch here as well. And so you've got a family room above the garage, and so that walks out to the front porch. Lots of nice windows here. High ceiling. Now it does overlook the bedrooms, so you can't really have a lot of noise going on in this room. Otherwise you're going to find that you might wake up the people sleeping. And you got a family room. It's a small family room. You can't do a ton of furniture in here. Kitchen with, you've got an undermounted sink, granite countertops. And you've got 4 bedrooms. They're small bedrooms though. That's a complaint I have with this model. Size of the family room, size of the bedrooms, and even the dining room is a tough one to do. You almost walk through the dining room, and you have to be careful about scale of furniture. Now they do have a finished basement here. $589 I think is a bit of a stretch given what we've seen. There's stuff like on Tonelli, there's a couple splits that we've seen where you've got 4 or 5 stairs up, 4 or 5 stairs down that are listed for a lot less. And even if you finish the basements on some of those, I think you'd be in a better position than at $589. Now London Terrace, $699.8, 4 bedroom. Has some neat stuff, like it's got 9-foot ceilings with the 8-foot doors, very impressive. Wainscoting, you've got a waffle ceiling, which is very, very impressive. Viking stove, so you know these guys really pimped this home out. Not sure which model it is, but we'll have a look and we'll see this one on Bessie here, which is probably about the same size, about 2,800 square feet or so. It's at $699. Now what these guys have, I think, is a big advantage for them. They've got a good-looking kitchen. One of the things we talk about a lot in Daily Homes is having things on top of your kitchen cabinets tends to never look good in the real estate photos. It's probably a good idea to take them down, but I think there's enough stuff here that you'd really like this kitchen. It's a granite countertop here. It looks like, at least from the distance. Tiles on the 45, so nice floor plan. You've got a separate living dining room. The front of the house you could actually have as a home office. In-ground pool. Very, very nice. Very rare to find, especially in the new parts. Now, does it give you a lot of extra space in the backyard? No, but it still works. And one of the things they don't have in the 9 real estate photos is a shot of the finished basement. And so there's a couple shots of the kids' rooms. They're very cute rooms. Seeing a shot of the finished basement, I think, would make a big difference. All that stuff together, I think at $699 certainly looks good. A more basic model like this sells for the low 6s. You figure the upgrades, the pool, the finished basement, and the overall impression, I think these guys are doing pretty well. So that's the list for today. If you have any questions, give us a call. Come join us for a tour. Come join us at Starbucks. Just get out there, get your questions answered, get informed, and you will stay safe and you'll make better decisions. Have a great day.